Good evening, everyone. Number 1 against number 2. One of the Class D girls basketball quarterfinals had 2 of the best teams in the state. The top-ranked Forest Park Trojans met number 2 Posen at Sault Ste. Marie High School. A packed gym at the Sioux. If you can prefer, it was the Bass Festival against the Potato Festival. Kendra Campbell, the early steal and score to get Forest Park on the board. She had 18. Next, Lexi Gusser through the defense. Off the window with the right hand. We're tied at 4. Corinne Hinska is a first-team All-State candidate. She puts it in. She'll be going to Grand Valley. She had 25 points. Then Mary Grandal will float this jumper home, and Forest Park was within 1. Good defense by the Trojans in the first half. Here's another steal. That leads to another Gusser layup, and it's 12-11 Trojans. Ashley Myers was shooting well from the outside for the Vikings in the first half. She had 14. In the second quarter, Kayla Leonard driving, denied by Gusser. The block party continued at the other end of the court, denied by Hinska. Lexi Gusser set a state record tonight with 2 3-pointers, 101 in a season. That's the record. And in the end, Forest Park goes back to East Lansing, winning this one 69-56. On the scoreboard, the Trojans will play Athens. Athens defeated Lansing Christian tonight 39-33. Lansing Christian actually ends the year with a record of 11-12, right below 500. They played well in the tournament. Meanwhile, let's go to Gaylord, where the McBain Ramblers were trying to slow down the St. Ignace Saints. Near the end of the first quarter, Morgan LaVake to Margot Brown. That one's good for 3, and the Saints were already off to a good start, up 10-2. Emily Hinsman up and under and off the glass and good. That was 14-2. Hinsman scores. Yes, you can tell that it's a pretty good night so far for the Saints. Ramblers finally get their first basket of the game from Asia LeGros. Kelly Wright, though, would keep on pouring it on. She also found 101 tonight. That's how many wins she has in her career at St. Ignace. 19-8 Saints at that point, and even though Meredith Hamlet knocked down a triple, St. Ignace is going back to the Breslin Center, winning this one 54-37. And the answer to the question is St. Ignace will play Grosse Pointe Woods University Liggett, defeating Blissfield 50-47, although I have been told by some inside source that Liggett isn't as good, quite as good as they have been in the past. To the NBA, the NMU hockey team doesn't have to travel to Alaska for its WCHA first-round playoff matchup. That's good news. In fact, Alaska hosts Alaska Anchorage, and WCHA officials have to be pleased about saving money. The Wildcats visit Minnesota State Mankato for a best-of-3 series this weekend. The Wildcats visited the Mavericks in early December. They entertained Minnesota State January 31st and February 1st. The Wildcats were 2 different teams over those 4 games, and head coach Walt Kyle believes his team is as ready as it can be for the trip to Mankato.
They played real well against us down there early in the year and took both games, I think 3-2 and 3-0. But it was right. It was a series right after we lost Ludwig, and we had a couple other guys out for the series. We added some forwards. We played them back in our building later in the year, and we were able to get a game. So it's going to be a tough match, and but it should be. We hope to make it a real good match.
Face-off Friday, Saturday, and if necessary, Sunday is set for 8:07 Eastern Time in Mankato. Michigan Tech travels to Bowling Green on the same days. Face-off in Ohio, 7:07 all 3 nights. And don't forget, all kinds of information is available on our website at uppermichigansource.com. Lake Superior State hockey coach Jim Rock will not be back next season. They will not renew his contract. He's been there 9 years. And it just didn't quite work out this year. Tied for 8th, but on the wrong end of the tiebreaker with Bemidji State, and the Lakers did not make the playoffs.
Yeah, he lost a lot down the stretch there.
Yeah, well, the schedule didn't help him, but
right.
It's one of those things.
It is. All right. Thanks a lot, Mike.